What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be giving you guys an update video of my Evil Eye Dragon Ominagruzio deck profile. This has been one of those decks that have been just recently dug out of the archives and given some new powers, pretty much, new support from the Divine's collections. I figured, why not? It's time to give this deck a little bit more revamp, a little bit more new and old, just a nice little feel to it. It's been a long time coming, so I feel like the older decks deserve to be revamped in a way that newer or older generation players might have more fun with this. So we are using the Divine's format, DZ format with this one. So let's just go ahead and just dive right into this. So for the right deck, of course, there's a fifth one called the Energy Counter. EC for short, because I have a tendency of not doing my words properly. You can also use the energy generator as well. That's probably the main thing you should do for sanctioned games and so on. But for me, this is just pretty easy because I can just take one of my dice and pick what to go with the energy flow right there. Pretty much, so just easy peasy. Okay, so for the grade 0, from grade 0 to 3, we have the starter, the Evil Eye Beast Ominakitty. When this unit is ruled upon, if you went second, draw a card. I just think this deck is also more fun for holidays such as Halloween or Friday the 13th, because a black cat is a symbol for good luck to some believers who are witches and stuff like that. Just saying. For grade 1s, we have Evil Eye Beast Ominacrowg, or I say Ominacrowg. His skill is a 1 turn only, and it's a Soul Blast. So it says here, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to one grade 3 or greater card with Ominagruzio in its card name. From among them, reveal it and put it into your hand. And shuffle the deck. If you did not reveal a card, Soul Charge 2. So, if we cannot find Ominagruzio, Soul Charge 2 is essential. And to me, the Soul for Dark States is an essential part of the deck. Of the nation. So for grade 2, we have Evil Eye Beast Ominaowl. When this unit is placed by writing from Evil Eye Beast Ominagruzio, or not Ominagruzio, I'm so sorry, Evil Eye Beast Ominacrowg, search your deck for up to one trigger unit, put it into your soul, and shuffle the deck. If you put a card into soul, you may draw a card. I thought it was from hand for some reason, I don't know why. It's been a long time since I touched this deck. Next for grade 3, the Grand High Bitch herself, Evil Eye Dragon Ominagruzio. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card with Ominagruzio in its card name, or up to one Mask of Hydrogram from among them. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Now here's the active skill. It's a 1 turn only, but Soul Blast 1 is requirement. Choose up to one trigger unit from your drop, bind it, and to the end of the turn, your opponent cannot increase power with the trigger effects of cards with the same trigger icon as any card in your bind zone. So, if you get a heal, bind a heal, your opponent cannot gain the heal's 10,000 boost, but it still activates the heal effect itself. So, it just reduces the power, but you can still get the effect from the trigger. So, that's just what it is for the rest of the turn. So, that is the right deck right there, and the main right line. Now, for grade 0 trigger lineup, I'm just sticking with my usual go-to 4 heals, 8 crits, 3 fronts, and an overtrigger. So this is going to be somewhat similar to that of Halona Walker's character deck, pretty much. So we have 4 Alexandras for our heals, 4 copies of Lightly Breathed Dragon, and 4 copies of Stem Deviant Dragon for a total of 8 crits in the deck. This one here especially, since the end of the battle this unit boosted, you can put this into Soul. You can choose one of your units and it gets 2k power and to the end of turn. That's why we kind of love this card a little bit more. I mean, you can also use a normal vanilla trigger if you really want to, but I like these ones because the Soul in sometimes is essential. Now, speaking of essential cards, I use 3 fronts, which is the new one, the Strange Noise of Ruin Aduro. When this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, it goes straight into the Soul. I use this card a lot in my Leo Odium deck, and as well as Almagestar. So, you know, we have a lot of soul blasting, soul charging, so this card is very good to have. And it goes straight into the soul, so in case you just need one. And then our overtrigger of choice, of course, it has to be Gallmageheld. Stick it to classic. When this unit, not only do you get 100 million power to any unit you tell it to, you get 10k and +1 critical to your Vanguard for the remainder of the fight. And that's one of the best things I like. A little extra boost just in case if you don't get the card you kind of always need. So that's the grade 0s. Now, for the grade 1s, we are using a lot of new grade 1s, actually. So, let's start with this one here. This is called Whiteout Wulberus. 4 copies of this card. Its sole effect is when your grade 3 Ominagruzio is placed during your bright phase. If you do not have a rear guard with the same card name as this card, a special soul blast, and I mean a special soul blast, other card other than this one, and call this to rear guard. When this unit is put from rear guard into the soul by the ability of your Vanguard with Ominagruzio, choose one of your units and it gets 5,000 power until the end of the turn. If your bind zone has 2 or more types of trigger icons, Energy Blast 3 and draw a card. So this will also help you get some cards, but only if you have like maybe up to 2 or more different types of trigger icons. So I'm playing 4 of it, and it's a pretty cute little wolf. Now here's a classic you all remember, 4 copies of Ruin Collector. When this unit is placed on rearguard, you may soul charge 1. Its other skill is when this card will be put into soul, the cost from Ominagruzio's cost, it may be regarded as between 2 cards in there instead of just 1. So it fills the void, fills the gap for the two soul ability. Here's another one that we might like. Another option is 3 copies of Petite Tilget. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard is from hand, it choose a grade 3 card with Ominagruzio and its card name from your Bride deck. You may reveal it. If you revealed a card or you have a Vanguard with Ominagruzio and its card name, Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 trigger unit other than an over trigger, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Now, you can easily play 2 of this card if you really want to, just to get the trigger effect ball kind of rolling. I play 3 of it just in case if one gets on the damage zone, we have 1 as a backup. The next one we do have, there's also a brand new one, is 4 copies of Moonwhite Deathson Val. The U is silent. When this unit is put into soul by Ominagruzio, choose 2 of your units and it gets 5,000 and they get 5,000 power into a turn. So just a nice little juice up right there. Next we have for our last grade 1s, we have 3 copies of Repelled Malice Dragon for our perfect guard choice, and 1 Elementaria Sanctitude for the 4th perfect guard blitz order / hybrid mix. Mainly because you're going up against decks who still have triple drive abilities like just Magnolia Patriarch, Leo Odium, or Leo Dragonis. Whenever you feel like it, this card is essential in some tech cards. But you can also just play a full thing of Sentinels if you really want to. The deck's always optional. For grade 2s, this is the only grade 2 I'm playing this deck because I feel like this deck is meant for grade 1s and 3s, but I'm just going to show you why I like this one more. This one is called the Red Eye of Governing Ruler Lindalkia. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Mask and its card name, Counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less unit card with a different card name from this unit from among them, call to rear guard, and shuffle the deck. Choose a trigger unit from your drop and you may bind it. During your turn, if your bind zone has 3 or more trigger units, this unit gets 10,000 power. So this card will react to a Ominagruzio Mask on the field when Mask is on the field. This card activates, and as long as you have like maybe at least 3 or more trigger icons, then pretty much you get 10,000 power right then and there. So this is why I think it's a pretty good card to have still, but there's other cards you may like as well. Now for grade 3, we're still playing 3 more copies of the original Ominagruzio for Persona riding, and of course just a re-ride. That's another option. Then we also have a full play set still of Evil Eye, Dragon Emperor, Ominagruzio Mask. This card can be written from a grade 3 Vanguard with Ominagruzio in its card name. Now, its active skill is a 1 turn only. Remove a card with Ominagruzio with a different card name from this unit from hand. Soul or drop. Choose the 1 trigger unit from your drop, bind it, and this unit gets its skill. All of your opponent's cards with the same trigger icon as any card in your binding zone gets minus 5,000 shield. And your opponent cannot increase power with those trigger effects. So, for my deck, for example, if I have a heal, a critical, an over trigger, or a front, my opponent cannot activate any power effects from those triggers. Now, draws, yeah, that can't be stopped. I'm sorry. Now, its other skill is auto skill. At the end of battle, this unit attacked, counterblast 1, and put 2 rear guards, as long as they're back row, into soul. Stand this unit and gets drive minus 1 into the end of turn. So, that is a small price to pay for paying with this guy. And then finally, we just play a normal order Mask of Hydrogram, 4 copies of this. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card with Dragon Tree or Mask in its card name from among them. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Drop effect. If you have a Vanguard without a Mask in its card name, reveal a grade 3 card with Mask in its card name from hand and write the card revealed to this card cost as sand. If you rode, put this card into soul. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and you do not Persona Road this turn, you activate Persona Ride. So that's what I'm saying. This card will give you grant access to this, then that, then this again. So basically, it's going to be a never-ending cycle of evil eyes all over your body. And that is it for my update video of Ominagruzio. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad I could finally, take the time to really get myself into the spirit of things and try new ideas for decks that people may like, people may hate, but that's what the decks are for. You are allowed to create and mix and match whatever you like. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys' feedbacks and your support. Now, speaking of support, if you guys like the content I do create on my channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, or any of my videos a thumbs up, a like, a comment down below. And as always, guys, there'll be a full deck list in the box down below, in the description box down below. Go ahead and check that out and let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys like it, hate it, you guys are open to your opinion as long as they're appropriate. I know people have a lot of tendencies of being kind of mean on the internet. Let's not do that this year, okay? Let's try to be pleasant and have a conversation about it. Anyways, you guys, that's all I gotta say. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. As always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.